So welcome everybody. It's Thursday, 10th of December, and we're at the 12:30 Power Yoga class. Coming into a seated position, either on your mat, on a pillow, or even on a chair. Be sure that your knees are wide so that your low back is curved and everything feels soft in the hips and low back. Let's lift the shoulders up to the ears and then gently bring them back, but pushing backwards behind the ears as much as possible. And we're going to do that again. I want you to breathe in this time, lifting the shoulders up to the ears, and breathe out, push them back behind the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades. And again, let's breathe in, breathing out. And once more, let's breathe in and breathe out. Place your right hand on your chest, just beneath the collarbones. Place your left hand on your belly, just underneath the lower ribs. Keeping that back nice and long, chin lifted. I want you to close your eyes. And as you breathe, I want you to feel a gentle expansion of the chest, but as well as the tummy just below the ribs. Just a gentle expansion. And as you breathe out, just let it go. Let's breathe in and get that gentle expansion. And breathing out, let it go. And again, keep going with that. And the breath can keep us energized. It can also keep the oxygen levels high in our blood. And it's also a way to de-stress. So if any of you are feeling stressed right now with work or the holidays coming up, it's just an easy way for you to de-stress. Just to pay attention to your breath and the expansion, the chest, and a little bit the lower ribs and belly. And notice the release as you breathe out. Good. Bring your hands down and stretch your arms by your sides in some kind of a triangular position. If you're on the floor, you can touch your fingertips on the floor. Lift up through the chest again. Take a deep breath in and raise your arms up to the sky. You can touch the palms together over the head. And as you breathe out, open the arms and bring the fingertips back down to the floor. Good, let's do that again. Breathing in, rise up, just gently touching the hands together. And breathe out, lowering the arms, fingertips touch the floor. All right, this time let's breathe in, rise up, hands touch gently. This time as you breathe out, open your arms and twist to your right. Gently touch the fingertips on the floor. So it's the back twisting you, making the effort to twist. Breathing in, rise back up. Breathing out, twist to your left. Let the back and the belly work to twist. Again, let's breathe in, rise back up. Good. Breathe out, twist to your right. See if you can turn the head to look over the shoulder as well. Breathing in, let's rise back up. Breathing out, twist to the left. Looking over the shoulder. One more time each side. Breathing in. Breathing out, twist to your right. And last time, breathing in. Perfect. Breathing out, twist to your left. Coming back to center, palms together. Bring the thumbs into the upper back and gently press your head against your forearms. Lift the chin a little bit, lift and open the chest. Take a few deep breaths here. Let the chest expand. See if you can let those ribs expand, especially at the side of the body. The ribs expand. One more deep breath in. Good. Reach your arms, bring the hands back down. Excellent. And let's roll over the ankles or bring your feet to one side, come up onto your hands and knees. So the hands can be underneath the shoulders. The knees will be underneath the chest. Underneath the hips. Okay? Now your chest should be pointing straight at the floor. And I want you to see if you can get even weight on the hands and the knees. Okay? Now here, we're going to lift the right arm, breathing in, just lift the elbow and twist so that your chest turns to the right. And bring the right hand back down. And let's do it to the left. Breathing in, lift, twist your chest. And breathing out, coming back down. And again, to the right, breathing in with the elbow. And breathing out. And again, breathing in, left elbow. And breathing out. One more time each side. Let's breathe in. Right elbow comes up, twist and open. Breathing out, hand comes back down. Last time, left side. Elbow comes up. And back down. Now let's go into our natural cat and cow. We'll take a deep breath in, curling the spine, look skyward. Breathing out, rounding, look to your belly button. And again, let's breathe in and curl. Breathing out, rounding. One more time, breathing in, curling. And this time as you round, sink back onto your heels, open your knees, and allow your forehead to come right down to the earth. So you've got your arms either stretched out in front of you. They could also have your hands underneath your forehead if you prefer. Just find that position which is going to suit you just at this moment. Keep your knees wide so that you can have your belly sinking down towards the floor and the hips are stretched as well as the low back. Now reach your arms out in front of you, pressing the palms down nicely onto your mat. Rise up, tuck your toes under, and take your downward facing dog pose. So in down dog, feet are hip width, hands are shoulder width, and here's where you want to dial out a little bit with the hands. So you feel that placement of the shoulders in the upper back. Let's start to bend one knee after the other, getting a little stretch into the backs of the legs. And Agnieszka, this is where you want to be careful. You don't want to get that stretch. Straighten both legs. Take a deep breath in. Let's move into a plank position, everyone. Belly in, shoulders rounded a little bit. Pull the belly in tight and tighten as well your quadriceps. Push back to downward facing dog. And let's do that again. Breathe in into a plank position. Everything's strong. Push back to downward facing dog. One more time, moving into a plank position. Let's lower the knees. Lower the chest down in between your hands. Point your toes and lengthen your legs out behind you. Squeezing the shoulder blades. Even in cobra, we dial the hands out a bit. So take a deep breath in, come up to cobra. Breathing out, come back down. And again, let's breathe in, rise up. Breathing out, let's come back down. One more time, deep, deep breath in, rise up. You're dialing your hands out. Coming back down. Come up onto the hands and knees. Bring your right hand off the mat. Left hand on top. Pressing the hips back. Feel the left hand side of the body stretching. A couple of deep breaths here. Lifting back up. Let's bring the left hand off the mat. Right hand on top. Press the hips back. Get that right hand side of the body stretching out. Lifting back up. Reset your hands onto the mat. Tucking the toes under. Let's take downward facing dog. Looking at your hands. Begin taking baby steps forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Separating your feet about hip width, knees stay soft, grab your elbows, and sway from side to side. Come back to the center, lower the arms down, and let's roll the right and left shoulders. Now let's turn our head from right to left, a little no, so you really release any stress in the neck and shoulders, and then make a little yes. Now we'll bend our knees down low, setting your hands to your hips, elbows point up to the sky. Lift first your chest, bending the knees low, push into your legs to rise up through a chair position until we come to a complete standing position. Now here's where we want to experience the dialing out with the feet. So feet are hip width. Feel that they dial out. Right foot dials to the right, left to the left. And the turning happens all the way up to the hips and the low back. Lift and open the chest. Bring your hands to your heart center. Now the dialing out should happen as much as it can without going into any pain. So you should be feeling a muscular contraction, but never going into any pain in the joints. Be sure that all toes are down and you're pressing down into the earth along with the dialing out. Okay, let's get moving. Take a deep breath in and raise the arms up, stretch skyward. Breathe out and let's fold forward. Hands come to the earth. Halfway lift, breathing in, and let's step back to a plank position. From here, lower your knees down. Now, if you wish, do a push-up. All the way down, point your toes, rise up to a little cobra, and downward facing dog. From here, take 3 deep, slow breaths. One more deep breath in. Look to your hands. You can step, or if you wish, you could jump forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Breathe out, folding forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Push down through the chair. Rise to a standing position. Hands come to your heart center. And let's go again. Deep breath in. Rising up. Breathe out, let's fold. Halfway lift. Stepping back to a plank position. From here, lower the knees and do the push-up. All the way down and into your cobra, dialing the hands out. Push back. Downward facing dog. And again, 3 deep, slow breaths here. Good job. Stay with it. Excellent. Look to your hands. Step or jump forward. Yes, beautiful. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands to your hips, elbows up. Bend your knees, working through the chair, coming up to standing, hands to your heart center. Excellent, ladies. Keep going. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, fold, go right down. Excellent. Halfway lift, stepping back to plank. 1 push-up. Good, Nicole. Good, Natalie. All the way down. Excellent, Agnieszka. Come up to cobra and push back, downward facing dog. And Alea, Lisa, I'm sure you're both doing well. Perfect. All right, everyone. Looking to your hands, you can step or jump forward. Come to a halfway lift. Good. Yes, Analea. Fold forward. Okay. Bend your knees down low. Everybody come into chair and stay in chair. Reach your arms straight out in front of you. So in your chair pose, be sure you are dialing your feet out. Knees are bent. Hips are back. Belly is pulled in against the low back. Arms straight out in front of you. We'll take a deep breath in and we'll twist, opening the right arm. Look behind you. Follow the right hand with your eyes. And come back, arms out in front. Breathing in, let's twist to the left. Look behind. Come back, arms out in front. And again, twist to the right. You just open the right arm, bring it behind you. Coming back, arms out in front. Hips are back. Yes. Breathing in, left arm. Coming back. One more time, right arm, hips are back, knees bent. Good. And last time, left arm, open up. Coming back to center, hands to your heart center, and let's go. Fold forward, all the way down. Halfway lift. Step back to a plank position. Perhaps do the push-up. All the way down into cobra and downward facing dog. Let's take our right foot and bring it between the hands. Now stay here, everyone. Lower your left knee to the floor, okay? So we're doing things a little bit differently. The knee comes down. Hands onto the front thigh. Hips are moving downward and forward, okay? So your hips should be farther forward than the back knee. Raise your right arm and open it to the right so you look behind you towards your right hand. Stretch your left arm out in front of you. So you're in this deep lunge and a twist. And let's hold 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back down and take your plank position. 1 push-up. All the way down. And let's get into cobra and downward facing dog. Good. Yes. Good. Left leg. Let's bring it between the hands. Bring your right knee down. Hands on the front thigh. So the hips are farther forward than the back knee. And you're dialing out your left leg. So the foot feels like it's turning, but you're grounding down in through all the toes, and it feels like it's turning to the left. Bring your left arm behind you, twist to your left. Right arm out in front. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Turn back, palms down, plank position. 1 push-up, all the way down and moving into cobra, downward facing dog. Whew. Looking good, ladies. Stay with it, take 3 deep breaths. Looking to your hands, big steps or jump forward, halfway lift, folding forward, hands to your hips, and take that chair position once again. Sink your hips back nice and low. Yes, good. Reach your arms out in front. This time twist to your right, but stay. Okay, raise your right knee and stay. Holding. Pressing down through your left foot. So you're in that twist, just dare lifting the right knee. That's it. Bring the foot back down, arms out in front. Let's go to the left. Left arm reaches back. Hold it and raise your left knee. 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot back down. Arms in front of you. Now raise your arms up as high as possible, staying in chair. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Hands to your heart center and fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back to a plank position. Bring your knees down. Let's do 1 push-up. All the way down into cobra and downward facing dog. Let's take our right leg and let's get into warrior 2. So rise to your warrior 2 position. Right knee bends nicely. Be sure you're dialing out. The right foot is dialing out. Reverse it and move back down again to a plank position. 1 push-up. all the way down, get into cobra, downward facing dog. And let's take our left leg, warrior two. Dialing the left foot out. It gets that knee and the hip in the right position. Reverse. And move back down again to your plank position. Let's go, ladies. One push-up. All the way down. Cobra and downward facing dog. Excellent. Stay in down dog. Take 3 deep, slow breaths. In and out. Perfect. All right, look to your hands, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breathe in, breathe out, fold forward. You're all doing great. Take that chair position once again. Arms straight out in front of you. Reach your arms out in front. Twist to your right. So the right arm goes back, left arm forward. Raise your right knee, balance. Hold it. Yes, hold it. Be sure your left knee is dialing out. On one leg, dialing out. It's a big challenge, but boy, are you going to reset your posture. You're going to help those hips to stay strong and healthy. Good. Bring your arms back out in front. Bring the right foot back down. Whew. Other leg. You're going to open your left arm to the left and raise your left knee and hold it there. Excellent, ladies. Dial that right foot out so you get that knee, the hip in the right position. 3, you're doing great. 2, 1, beautiful. Bring the foot down, arms in front of you in chair, and then raise them up to the sky. You're gonna feel the back working more, belly in, sink down a little bit lower. Good, and then fold forward, hands come down, halfway lift. Step back to plank, 1 push-up if you wish. Good, Analea, all the way down. Point your toes coming up into cobra and downward facing dog. Excellent, ladies. Right leg to warrior two. And stay in your warrior two. Stay in your warrior two. So from here, let's straighten the right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. And turn your right foot so you face the left-hand side of your mat. Check that both feet are parallel and lean backwards, opening the chest. Let the hips go forward. Take a deep breath in here and then breathe out and fold forward. Hands come to the earth. Open your legs wider if you wish. See if you can get your elbows bending so that they come to the floor. If not, no big deal. Keep the hands on the floor. Stay here and breathe. 3, 2, 1. Lifting back up. Walk your hands to your left foot, so it's the back leg. And hold on to the left foot or left ankle, stretching out the left leg very deeply. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down. Now, you're going to walk your left foot in a little bit, lift up the left heel, and sink right down as low as possible on the left heel. The right heel is in the floor. I want you to turn the right toes up to the sky. So you're sinking right down in a deep squat on your left leg. Reach your arms out in front of you as far as possible and lower the head, holding here. 3, 2, 1. Set the hands back down. Help yourself back up. Swing your hands to your right foot and turn the right foot forward. Lift your left heel and bring the left knee to the floor. You could double the mat if you want to pad the left knee. So now you're in a super deep lunge. Hands on the right thigh. Your right foot is forward, hips are down, shoulders back. Raise the arms out in front of you again. and open your right arm out to the right. So just like in the beginning of class, but this one should be deeper. Use the belly and the back to twist. So we're not using the arms. We're not going to push with the hands. This is much more of a skillful movement for your back and the deep core muscles. Open and stretch your arms wide, and we stay 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands down. Set your mat flat. Raise your right leg up into down dog. As high as it goes, bend the knee and open the hip. For those of you who would like to flip over, go ahead and set your right foot behind you, flipping your dog. If not, just keep the leg up. Reach your arm over your head if you flip the dog. Back up to the sky. Everyone come back and into a plank position and hold the plank. Belly in, head is lifted. If it's too much, you can lower the knees. Stay for 3 more breaths. 2, and 1. Lower your knees down. Come on down without a push-up, onto the floor. Stretch your arms by your sides, pinky fingers pointing up. Point your toes. Lift your head, chest, arms, and shoulders, and then your legs perhaps. Holding here, breathing 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms back down, legs down. Come up onto the hands and knees. Tucking the toes, take downward facing dog. And we'll do the whole sequence on the other side. Left leg comes up. Take your warrior 2 position and stay there. Good. Yes. Hands to your hips. Straighten out the left leg. Turn both feet so that they point the right-hand side of your mat and they're both parallel. Hands at your low back, and let's go back again. Lift and open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Let the hips go forward. Legs should be straight. Lifting back up. Let's fold forward. Hands come to the floor. You can open your legs wider if you wish. This time, one hand at a time on the ankles, you can get the crown of the head to go down and stay there. Set your hands back down underneath the head to lift the head a little bit. And we'll swing to our right foot, so the back leg. Swing over towards the right foot, both hands on the right foot, stretching out in the deep stretch, that right leg. Now both hands on the floor. Walk your feet in a little bit. Lift your right heel and go down as low as possible. If it's not good for your knee to go all the way down, it's all right. You just go down as low as possible. If you've gotten all the way to the floor, lift up your left toes, point the toes up to the sky. Hands come stretched out in front of you and hold this position. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back down underneath you to help yourself to lift back up. Then we bring our hands to either side of the left foot and turn it forward to the front of the mat. Double up your mat if you wish to bring your right knee down. Hands come onto the front thigh. Hips are forward of your knee. Engage nicely. Left foot dials out. Okay, left foot dials out. Feel like you're drawing your right knee forward so you get an engagement into the hips as well. Arms straight in front of you, and then twist to your left. This is that deep movement for the back and core muscles. And we hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back down. Unfold your mat. Get ready for down dog. Left leg goes up. Bend the knee and open the hip. If you wish, you could flip out. If not, you keep the hip opening. If you're flipped over, left arm up, over the head, reach for it. Back up to the sky and flip back. Everybody comes to plank position, please. Plank position. Lift your head. Stay here. 5, 4, 3. Stay with it, belly in. 2. Good job, ladies. 1. Lower the knees, come on down. Stretch your arms by your side, pinkies up. Lift your head, chest, arms, and legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 3, 2, and 1. Hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the hands and knees. And take your downward facing dog. Pedal the feet if you wish. Whew. Looking to your hands, take big steps forward. Halfway lift. Folding forward, hands to your hips, elbows up. Let's rise up through a chair and come all the way up to a standing position. Good job, ladies. Whew. Shake it out a bit, hands, feet. Bringing your hands to your heart center. We're going to be working a little bit with airplane, okay? Now, in the airplane, you do not have to have your leg completely parallel to the floor. It can just be at a diagonal position. We're going to be playing around with the twists and the stability in airplane. So do what's right for you, okay? Arms out by your sides. You're going to keep your right foot down, dial it out. Feel it grounding down into the floor first. Dial it out. And then lift your left leg behind you. Arms stretched as wide as possible. Now we're going to turn the airplane. So we bring our right arm down, left arm up, and you start to bank, just like an airplane would be turning. So it's kind of like not quite a twist, but it's an opening to the left in your airplane position. Come back to center. Remember, if it's too much to have the leg high behind you, you don't have to have it high. Twist now to your right. Right arm comes up, left arm down. Holding. 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Whew. And rise back up to standing. Shake out your feet. Shake out your hands. It's a nice little challenge. Left foot grounding down and dial it out. Arms out to the sides. Right leg stretched behind. And let's go. Folding forward, raising the right leg. And here we go. We're going to bank the airplane, raise the right arm. Left arm moves down, so you sort of open the airplane to your right. You're looking at the floor to keep your balance. 3, 2, 1. Now bank the airplane to look down, and we change to the left. Left arm up, right arm comes farther down. Banking the airplane, we hold 3, 2, 1. Come back to center and rise back up. Woof. Shake out your hands, shake out your feet. Good job, ladies. Well done. Hands to your hips. Bend your right knee, bring it out to the side. Ankle, heel higher than the kneecap or inner thigh. Raising the arms up in a V position. So you want to get the arms as straight as possible towards the sky, but in a V position so that your shoulders and neck are relaxed. Lift your chin. Take some deep, slow breaths. Calm the body, setting your gaze at one point. Well done. Hands to your hips. Lower the foot down. Change legs. Left knee out to the side. Ankle, heel higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Raise the arms up. Lift and open the chest. Lift your chin. Lift your eyes. Deep breathing. Good job. Hands to your hips and bring the foot back down. Nice. Hands to your heart center. Close your eyes for a moment and just notice the sensation of the insides of your hands, one against the other. Just come into that sensation. This is lowering cortisol. Getting into your sensations helps to lower the effects of cortisol. And it also gets you in touch with the right hemisphere of your brain, that creative hemisphere. Opening your eyes, take a deep breath in, stretch skyward. Breathing out, let's fold, bending at the knees, and come to a halfway lift. Step back to your plank position, and we'll move straight down to the floor. You can lower the knees and come on down. Hands under the forehead, legs stretched behind you, and just relax here for a moment. As you take deep breaths, see if you can feel the belly moving a little bit, and the low back, and the rise and fall of the low back along with your breath. Let's lift the head and stretch your arms now to either side of the body. We're going to play around with that airplane again. So palms are down, arms wide, and I want you to lift your head and turn your head to the right as you lift the right arm up. And it's like you twist and open to the right. And then bring it back down. Now to the left. Lift your left arm, turn your head to the left. The left hand goes up as high as possible. And then bring it back down. We'll do the same thing, adding the leg. So we're going to lift the right hand, right arm, turn your head to the right, and lift your left leg, so the opposite leg. And then let's bring them back down. And we change, left hand, right leg. And bring it back down. One more time each side. Right arm, right hand, left leg. Bring it all down. And left hand, left arm, right leg. Bring it all down. Hands under the forehead and just rest here. You can move your hips from side to side to let go if you wish. Good job. Lift your head again. Stretch your arms alongside your body. Clasp your hands together behind you and reach back with your arms and your hands. Lifting the head, chest, shoulders. Lift your legs. Snake pose. Now you could stay here in snake if you wish. Or if you'd like, clasp the ankles, flexing the feet, rise up to bow. Whichever position you choose, either bow or snake, stay for another 3 breaths. Come on back down. Hands under the shoulders. Push up onto the knees. Open the knees as wide as possible. And let's move into child's pose. Hips come down, forehead down onto the floor, and just rest. From here, bring your hands to either side of your head and lift up so that you're either sitting on your knees, you could have your knees together, or you come into a kneeling position on the knees if it's better for your knees, okay? Choose which is the best for you. Let's reach our right arm out in front of us. Draw the arm back so it gets locked into the shoulder. Bring the hand over the head. Left arm draws back and reach up. See if you can clasp the hands together. Close your eyes and hold this calming position. Opening your eyes, release the hands. Fingertips on the floor, roll your shoulders just like we did in the beginning of class. Breathe in and breathe out as you squeeze the shoulders behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. Once more. Left arm up, draw it back, up and over the head. Right arm, drawing it back, turn and reach for the hands. Close your eyes. If you don't grab your hands, it's not a big deal. You just reach for them. And let this position calm your system. Open the eyes, release, fingertips on the floor, and those shoulder rolls again. Deep breath in, up towards the ears, and behind, breathe out. One more. Good job. Swing your feet to one side so you can come to a seated position. Feet hip width, grab behind your thighs and roll down onto your back. Elbows into the floor, squeeze your shoulder blades, lengthen out your neck, and let's go to the half bridge pose. So here, this primarily is using the glutes as well as the quadriceps. Elbows pressing down nicely, lengthen out the neck. Walk your feet in a little bit closer and raise your right leg, pointing the toes. And here we go. We're going to press up a little bit higher. Press up 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right foot back down. Reset your feet well and raise your left leg. Point the toe and press up. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the left foot back down. Raise your arms up over your head, reach behind you, and lower the back one vertebra at a time. Very, very slowly. Once the back is all the way on the floor, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Allow your back to relax and to curve. Take some deep, slow breaths. Raise your knees back up. And let's cross the right leg completely over the left. So the thighs cross and they're touching each other. Raise both knees up. And you will grab a hold either of the calf muscles, the ankles, or the bottoms of the feet. And you'll pull the feet towards the shoulders, either grabbing the calves, ankles, or feet. Holding this position, deep breaths. Keeping the legs crossed, bring your left foot onto the floor. Right leg stays crossed on the left. Let your knees fall to your left. Turn your head to the right for a deep spinal twist. Uncrossing the legs, lift your right knee first, left knee follows. Cross your left leg over the right completely so the thighs touch each other. Raise both legs, grab a hold of the calves, ankles, or bottoms of the feet, and pull the feet towards the shoulders. So you should feel this in the left hip as well as the outside of the left leg, perhaps a little bit the outside of the right as well. Keep the legs crossed, bring the right foot down onto the floor, and let your knees fall to your right. Turn your head to the left, spinal twist. Uncross the legs, rolling back onto your back. Squeeze the knees very tightly to your chest. Lift your head, nose between the knees. Hold for a moment. And then release your head to the floor. Right leg stretches out to the right-hand corner of the mat. Left leg stretches out to the left-hand corner of the mat. Palms facing the sky. Open the chest and begin taking some deep, slow breaths. And as you breathe in and out, just allow yourself to soften and relax into your mat. Imagine now that there's a bright sun hovering just above you. And the light that shines on you brings health, energy, and a sense of peace and tranquility. Allow that light to penetrate your skin, through the muscles, tendons, ligaments, and bones. Allow that light to reach the internal organs, your heart and lungs, liver and kidneys, the digestive system. Allow that light to reach the different glands in your body and your lymphatic system. Bringing well-being, energy, and a sense of peace. Let that light into your circulatory system, into the blood. Now allow it to touch your mind and your brain. Bringing well-being, energy, and a sense of tranquility. Begin breathing more deeply now. Expand your belly as you breathe in and release it all as you breathe out. And begin moving your fingers and your toes. Raise your arms over your head and stretch from fingers to toes, lengthening out the body. And bring your knees up to your chest. Squeeze them in against the chest. Rocking a bit from side to side. Good. Right arm to the right ear. Roll all the way to your right hand side. Set your hands down and push down into the floor to lift from the side. Good. Nice, ladies. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands over your face, gently tapping around the eyes. Shake your hands out. And if you'd like to join me, the next one is a self-hug, so you can rub your hands together. Bring your arms around your body and give yourself a good squeeze. We need at least 12 hugs a day in order to have good well-being and mental health. So give yourself those hugs. Hands to your heart center. Everyone have a lovely afternoon and a nice end to your week. Thanks for joining. Namaste.
Namaste.